Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's session. So we will start our session now. Okay, so for a start, please sit in a comfortable position. Put your hands in a comfortable position and then gently close your eyes. We're going to do some breathing exercises. When you breathe in all the good and all the fresh air. When you breathe out, whatever tension and tightness, whatever feelings of stress or tiredness, whatever negative emotion, negative energy that you may have in the body or in the mind, we're gonna let it all go out together with the out breath. Okay, let's try. Gently take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the third time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the last time, take a deep breath in again. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Relaxation of the body. If there is any more tension and tightness, any more feelings of using or exerting strength in the body, gently let it go. And let the body abide in a state of relaxation and inaction. Relaxation of the mind. Let us be aware of the state of mind at every present moment. If there is any wanting, any craving, any expectations in the mind, gently let it go and let the body abide in a state of non-wanting, non-craving, and non-expectations. Then let the mind abide in inaction, for the mind not doing or thinking about anything in particular. Not having the need for the mind to do or to think about anything in particular anymore. For these 20 minutes is a time for the mind to be free from all that wanting and doing. Then let the mind, let us be aware of whatever that manifests to your awareness regarding the body and the mind, moment to moment. Moment to moment. Without indulging or rejecting any of the stories or issues that arises in the mind, with total acceptance and awareness, just simply being aware of whatever that manifests to the awareness regarding the body and the mind, moment to moment. Moment to moment. This is relaxation of the mind. With this relaxed mind and body, today let us continue with our development on the reflections on compassion. So first let us recollect some beings who are suffering. Whether bodily or mentally. With a mind that is tender and wishing them to be relieved and free from all that suffering, let us wish the suffering being be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And the suffering being be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Let the suffering being be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Let the suffering being be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Remember, when we are wishing them, we are wishing for them to be free from the results of their actions or their past karma, but also wishing them to be able to stop the vicious cycle of accumulating new seeds of suffering, new causes of suffering, while they are experiencing the results of their past karma. With this understanding, and with a tender, loving mind, let us wish suffering being free from suffering and causes of suffering. Suffering beings free from suffering and causes of suffering. Suffering beings free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Let the suffering beings free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May the suffering being free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May the suffering beings free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May the suffering beings free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Now let us recollect ourselves. Whatever suffering that you may have now, bodily and mentally, or if you do not have any suffering now, you can recollect about the potency of suffering. Old age, sickness, death, disassociation with the things that you love, not only things, people, issues, etc. Association with things, people that you dislike. Not getting what you want in life is also suffering. All the negative emotions that may arise time to time when we are not mindful. And then with a tender, loving mind, sincerely let us wish ourselves, bless ourselves. May I be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May I be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May I be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May I be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Let us remember that the importance of the reflection, the blessing, is not mainly on the words. The words are just tools to help us bring up the quality of compassion in our mind. The most important thing when we are developing the quality is the sincere intention to wish us and to wish other beings to be free from suffering and causes of suffering. So let us gently, sincerely, with a tender, loving heart, let us wish ourselves free from suffering and the causes of suffering. 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 Just as a mother would comfort a crying baby, let us comfort and wish ourselves, may I be free from suffering and causes of suffering. May I be free from suffering and causes of suffering. May I be free from suffering and causes of suffering. May I be free from suffering and causes of suffering. Okay, gently take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. For the second time, take a deep breath in. Gently let it out. Relax, 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 relax. Gently be aware of the feelings of your body. Gently be aware of the feelings of your buttocks touching the cushion. And doesn't matter whether the experience was good or no good, let the mind come back to the present moment. Then, just like waking up from a deep sleep, gently open your eyes. Okay, short sharing today. When we develop compassion, we usually develop with the people or the beings that are suffering. Okay? So not like loving kindness. When you develop loving kindness, you start with yourself. But for compassion, it is easier to develop, to arise the quality of compassion by wishing those beings who are suffering. They may be, like we mentioned in the guided reflection, they may be the people that you know that are suffering bodily, physically and mentally now. Or they may be the people, the beings that you meet in the hospitals, in the clinics, or maybe in the war zone that you see on the news. Whatever. As long as beings are suffering, then they can be our object. They can be the people, the beings for us to send our compassion and loving heart to, wishing them to be free from all the suffering and the causes of suffering. Okay? So, for compassion, we usually start with the beings that are suffering. Okay? Okay, and also, sometimes compassion can be used. When we first recollect, you can also try the beings that are planting the causes of suffering. Who are those people? For example, those people who are playing political games in your office. They are planting seeds of greed, hatred, delusion. They are planting karmic seeds of being slandered, being gossiped, being backstabbed, being treated harshly in the future, if they are doing this to you. Alright? So for those who are harming you, for those who are relating to you with unwholesomeness, unkindness, with negative emotions, they are actually suffering beings also. Because what they inflict on you through the unwholesome mind, definitely they will experience what we experience, or maybe lesser, or maybe more in the future when conditions are fulfilled. Okay? So sometimes you can also start with a person like this. But if you think about this person like this, and if the anger gets too strong, then it is better and easier to start with the beings that are suffering themselves. Okay? Bodily or mentally. Alright? Okay, so this is the sharing for today. Wish all of you well, peaceful and happy. And now we shall share merits. Repeat after me. Ettavada chammehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva sabbe Buddha sabbe sattva anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. I share my merit with all devas, all beings, all creatures. May they rejoice in our merits. May they be happy. Idame nyati nam hotu. Sukhita hontu nyatayo. I share my merits with all departed relatives. May they rejoice in this merit. May they be happy. Idame punya asavakaya vahang hotu. Idame punya nibbānassa paccaya hotu. By the power of this merit, may it be supportive condition for my purification of the mind to no more defilements. by the power of this merit, made peaceful if conditioned, for my attainment of Nibbana. Mama punya bhagang sabba satanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labantu. I share my merits with all beings. May they rejoice in the merit. May they be happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, that's all for today's session. Wish all of you well, peaceful and happy and full of compassion. I'll see you guys in the next session. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.